And welcome everyone to a brand new series. And this one's going to be a little bit different than what you're used to because we're going to be playing my favorite game franchise of all time, Danganronpa. And I would like to apologize in advance because due to my inability to fund this channel very well, the audio and the video might cut in and out a little bit. I don't know for sure, but every single time you see that gray square come up in the top left corner, that means that the internet connection is not very good because I'm doing this on remote play and recording it on my computer. I could try and do this on Twitch and then download the Twitch video to my computer, which would take a while, and then edit the video and then put it back on YouTube. Or export it from Twitch to YouTube. I could probably do that as well. It's just, one, it'd be out in the living room, and two, well, I'd rather sit here. I'm pretty comfortable right about here. Oh yeah, peachy. But anyway, so this is Danganronpa. It's a murder mystery video game. As you can kind of see from the rest of the screen, there are some other games that I also own, and these games you have a choice of seeing me play if you really want to. I could continue Sword Art Online. I think that one is exactly where I left off, so that one won't be that difficult. But you can kind of see how it's a little laggy, and that gray square in the top corner is up there a lot, if you could not tell. Right now I'm uploading some other videos on my other computer, so hopefully this works. But this is my favorite video game franchise of all time. It is by far my favorite. I've beaten the first game at least 2-3 times, and then I've beaten the second game. The second game's my favorite of the entire franchise. I've beaten that one at least 6 times by now, and it's a really great game, and I just want to share it with you. I know that sometimes things get a little crazy on YouTube. There's a lot of people doing video games nowadays, and this is just my favorite. I love Danganronpa with a passion, and as you can see, it's doing the thing. It's doing the thing. But we're going to start with the first one. I do have V3 as well, so I'm going to play through the whole series, and hopefully get through this entire thing, episodes, or the first franchise, which has the anime based off of it. And for those of you who refuse to watch Danganronpa 3 because of the skip in Danganronpa 2, which is fair and understandable, and I honestly wish Danganronpa 2 got an anime, you could just watch this series, and you can see what happened in Danganronpa 2 to watch Danganronpa 3, because it's outstanding, to say the least. So, I mean, I've beaten this a few times. Alright, I'm gonna draw. I love the soundtrack too. I have this entire soundtrack on my iPod, and it is just lovely. It is absolutely terrific. Alright, so we're going to do this in English because I love the English voice actors for this thing. I apologize. But because we're doing it this way, because I've beaten this game a few times, we're going to be on the hardest difficulty. And I'm going to tell you this right now. All of the times that I've run through this game, I've been on this one. I've been on kind. Except I did on Danganronpa V3, the first playthrough, I put logic on mean and I put action on gentle, because like doing the skateboarding game and whatnot, if you don't know, you'll see. But the games, losing the games, I mean, that doesn't prove anything. It's just it's an obnoxious, vicious cycle. If I can't beat the game, so I almost want to kind of put it on kind. But you know what? For this game, if I lose a fuck ton of times, that's totally fine. And by the way, this game is this game will swear a lot, and if you're not into that, then that's too bad. I mean, you might as well watch another series because, I mean, this is a murder mystery killing game. I mean, I don't know what more you expect. But I'm going to try this on Mean, and I am telling you I have no practice in this, so it's going to be interesting. And here's Monokuma. This is going to be pretty exciting, I'm not going to lie. I love this game with all my heart, and I have played these games so many times. I've only played V3 once, though, so that should be interesting. But this one I've played 3 times, and I've watched the anime twice. So that should be pretty interesting. Goodness, all right, the quality is lovely, and I once again apologize for that. It's trying really hard to not screw me over, but it's not doing the best of job. But boom, get destroyed. Gotta say, dude, these are pretty amazing. Yeah, get wrecked. Dude, and if it's weird, I am on the bad guy's side. I love the Ultimate Despairs, and I would gladly join their team. Not gonna lie. I'm sorry if that hurts you, but and by the way, if my screen is in the way of the text, I apologize. So normally, through most of the game, the characters will actually say things. But in this case, like they didn't here, so a massive high school towers over all the other buildings in the bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. There you go, Hope's Peak Academy. It's lovely. It looks like it's not actually going all the way to the end, so that's actually a pretty good thing. It brings in top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. Doesn't it, though? There are 2 things you need to attend this school. Money and power. Oh, you have to already be attending high school. So wait a second. If you're already in high school, and then they go to a different high school, but I've played through this game, like, don't they have freshman year photos? Isn't it like their freshman year or something crazy? I don't know. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. Which is interesting because there's multiple ultimates. If you've watched this, there are more than one ultimates of the same area, which kind of negates the whole very best at what you do. Maybe for your age group. No ordinary student could enroll here. I mean, maybe in the main building, but we see in Danganronpa 2 that's not necessary. Anyway, no spoilers. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself, and standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with ultimate students was me. Kirito? My name's McCoy. Alright. This is bad. But it's Kirito. For those of you who have watched Sword Art Online. Honestly, I like the character that Naegi plays in the second Danganronpa a lot more. But, so this is Makoto Naegi. He is a generic main character. He is almost like Kirito, where he's overpowered for no reason. And he has very few redeeming qualities about himself. Hopelessly average high school student. Yep. And by that, he means that he is the generic main character. He is the ultimate generic main character. That's like his title, I'm pretty sure. It's like really generic. Average on the outside, average on the inside. Sure. Tell yourself that, buddy. I really don't have much going for me when it comes to grades, special abilities, even personality. Damn straight. I mean, that is actually a pretty accurate description. I mean, yeah, I have hobbies and stuff I like to do, but it's not like I'm a psychic or a mutant or whatever. I mean, that's a good thing, I think. I think most of the people in this world are actually, like, really straightforward. Like, if you asked me what my favorite song was, or my favorite movie or TV show, they'd all just be whatever's most popular at that particular moment. So, in other words, you're a basic bitch. It's legitimately the definition of a basic bitch. You probably like Starbucks, and you probably, don't do anything in particular that's amazing or resounding in any particular way. Just give me one quick second here as I import my my media. So we're just gonna. Right now, I'm at this point where I am uploading another video. So you're just gonna have to give me quick. You'll have to forgive me for not paying attention sometimes. Even among the average, I'm completely average. So, okay, so we spent the first, see, something that I like to do when playing these video games, especially these story mode video games, is I like to point out everything that is absolutely ridiculous. And in this in particular case, even though this is my favorite video game series of all time, I'm still going to nitpick everything. So, he just spent the first 6 minutes talking about how hopelessly uninteresting and generic he is, which almost always, in anime terms, means he's going to be the main character and the badass of the entire series. Is that not right? I'm pretty sure that's exactly how that goes. And on top of that, he is legitimately the most uninteresting piece of garbage. Like, I can't believe. Spoiler alert, the good guys win, and boom. I'll show you an alternate ending just because I can. But spoiler alert, the good guys win, and it makes me very disappointed, to be honest with you. Because this guy, how can this guy, honestly, beat the almighty Lady Junko? So I think that everything is in line here. People and blogs. There you go. Let's just go ahead and publish that. And if it kind of sucks, then it kind of sucks. And if it's the exact same number, I'll just edit the video later. So anyway, okay. So that's just who he is. He's a boring, generic, super main character of blandness. All right. So I'm gonna just I'm a little more gung-ho than most other people. I mean, okay, look at me. I'm completely ordinary, but still, here I am standing in front of the anything but ordinary Hope Speak Academy because generic main character bullshit. I still can't believe I'm standing here. You just said that. I wonder if someone like me can survive in a place like this. I mean, survive, probably. I'd assume surviving is a possible thing. If I was just walking into a high school and that there was no foreshadowing of any kind, I probably wouldn't say, "Am I going to survive?" I mean, that's just my take. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe you guys before you went into high school was like, "Yep, I might not survive this." But I personally thought it was not going to be that ridiculous. It's no wonder that I would feel that way. What you have to understand is, well, let me just tell you about the preparation I did last night to get ready for today. Boom. He stalked people. Oh, he stalked people who stalk people. My apologies. I have played this game before, again, so none of this really surprises me. But why? Why would you go online and stalk people who stalk people just because they're a little bit more above average than most other people? I don't quite understand it. And there is the generic romantic love interest who is obviously not going to survive the entire thing. Whoops, my bad. The ultimate pop sensation is Sayaka, I believe her name is. And she is actually an interesting character, I'm not gonna lie. I actually kind of like Sayaka. And then, oh yeah, Leon, the ultimate baseball star. I wonder if this is foreshadowing or not. It's, I mean, after the fact, it feels like it's more foreshadowing than anything else. He was cleanup hitter for the National High School Champs. So, he's a cleanup hitter. So, like, is he a pitcher? Because I feel like he's a pitcher. Just nothing in particular makes me think that. Other than that, it might come into play later. So then there's the ultimate fashionista, the greatest character of all time, Lady Junko, who is the greatest thing in the entire world. Of course she's on the cover of tons of fashion magazines. Everybody wants to be her. Duh. I could grab Lady Junko. She's right over there. There. This side. Yeah. Oh look, it's the ultimate biker gang leader. Oh look at that, it's Mondo. He's super cool. Oh my god. It's freaking out on me. But here's Lady Junko. Say hi. She's pretty amazing. She's super cool. Yep. Hello. Just for reference, I'm not a big Lady Junko fan at all. I totally don't just idolize her as the greatest entity of all time. So anyways, there's a bunch of people who are in this program, and he knows all of them because he is a stalker. So the main character is generic, bland, uninteresting, and a stalker. That's like everything you need to be a generic main character in anime. By the way, I'm sorry I'm not saying lines anymore, but I'm making sure that you can read it. See, look, like I've paused it there long enough to where you can actually read what's going on and listen to what I'm trying to say. So there's a few people who are obviously super mysterious. Ooh. Only one without good talent because he got it in a drawing. I mean, it's an even bigger issue. How did such an unbelievable average student like me get picked to go to the ultimate high school? I mean, I guess there is a reason. I just had to one glance at the acceptance letter to see why. The ultimate lucky student. We recently held a lottery to select one ordinary student to attend our school, and you have been selected as the ultimate lucky student. Look at that. I got invited by pure luck. That is legitimately the epitome of main character bullshit. Like, so you get these characters like Goku and stuff that have literally what we like to call main character bullshit, where their powers are absolutely ridiculous and it's only because they're the main character. Well, in this case, Makoto Naegi got picked in a drawing. He has to be the generic main character, which means he can't be super outstanding in any way. A generic main character wouldn't have, like, OP as shit main powers at the very beginning of the show. The very beginning of the show. Except for Kirito, apparently. I mean, I don't know if I'd call that at the very beginning of the show or not, but yeah, he's OP. So, obviously, it stands to reason that his voice actor would voice act for Makoto Naegi. So, but after hearing how you graduate was a guarantee for success later in life, I just couldn't say no. Well, I mean, that part at least is obvious. I mean, I wouldn't say no either. I mean, this is a guaranteed job, and fuck, I mean, why not? But then, actually standing there in front of the school, I started to feel lost, like I didn't belong there. I could feel myself losing my nerve. But still, I can't just stand in front of this gate forever, frozen in place, murmuring to myself. I looked down, and the acceptance letters clutched in my hand. It said there'd be a meeting for incoming students in the main hall at 8 a.m. The meeting still isn't for a while, but I should probably just head in. Yeah, let's do this. I gathered up all my determination and did the thing where I walk a step. This is where we're supposed to meet, right? I guess I'm the first one here. There's a really elegant clock over in the corner, and it says 7:10 a.m. Of course, the main character gets there goddamn 50 minutes early. What is this guy doing with his life? I mean, you want to try and be exceptional? Like, let's just think about this for a second. This guy is completely unexceptional, has no good power or anything like that, and he legitimately just walks into the school 50 minutes early. What, is he the ultimate early bird? Is he going to catch a worm or something? I don't know. But whatever he's doing, it's not the best idea, to be honest with you. He should probably try and actually, like, take into consideration that this timeliness doesn't mean get there 50 minutes early. He got wound up and got there early. Like, Jesus. Like, 30 minutes early? I would give that. I'd be like, yeah, I can't wait to go to high school. I guess high school. So I get there a full 50 minutes early, like a fucking dumbass, and, I mean, that's like asking to be, like, ostracized for the entire thing. But on top of that, he's the generic main character, which means he has to start off with all the disadvantages that you could possibly think of. So he's the only one without any special talent. He's the only one who gets there 50 minutes early. He's the only one who has to actually figure everything out. And of course, he's going to be OP as shit and even beat out a goddamn detective. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I am a student here now, so shouldn't there be a problem with me looking around, right? Let me kill some time, if nothing else. Let's play it cool. And took my first step into Hope's Peak Academy. And then, boom! The plot has arrived, people. But the instant I took a step forward, my view became warped and twisted. It was like some kind of delusion, melting away and mixing together with something else, spinning, mixing, and melting away, and then spinning again. And at the next moment, everything went black. And that's how it all began. And how my life, as I knew it, came to an end. The plot has caught up to the main character. It was so I could experience ultimate despair. Yes? Yay. Woo? Welcome to Despair High School. I'm pretty pumped. You know, it's been a while since I played the first one. Let's save our data into empty slot numero uno. This is the first time I've actually played Danganronpa 1 on the PS4. I played Danganronpa 2 twice on the PS4, but since I got the game, I was like, Danganronpa 1 isn't as good because my favorite character obviously loses. But it's a villain. It's obvious. Most of the time, almost every time the villain dies at some point. So I'm really sad that she lost, being my favorite character and all. So, famous first words, guys. So, Makoto Naegi asked this very important question right here. When I wake up and I am partially blind, if not completely blind, like this black screen is showing me, the first thing I say is and hope someone answers me. And of course, he wakes up in an empty classroom. Let me see. Shit. He woke up, guys. Oh. Body feels heavy. It's pretty normal for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? This isn't a classroom. What's going on? So, yeah! Introduce the basic controls. My left stick to adjust my aim. You can aim at an object and interact with it. Presto, you can investigate the object. Dude, this is my favorite part, man. Right here. Why don't I try lurking around the classroom? So as you can see, I am looking pretty good. So this is a clock. Let's look at it. Oh, geez, I can't believe it's already 8 o'clock. I just left after 7 when I got here. It's been almost an hour. That's actually a really short nap if you think about it. This is the desk I fell asleep on. There's a line of drool I left there. I'll have to clean that up later. What's this on the desk? An orientation guide. Looks like some cheap-looking pamphlet, and there's something handwritten on it. So I'm just telling you right now, if I picked up that, I would feel like I went to a preschool instead of a high school, and I would need to leave immediately. That's the first thing I'd do, is I'd go and walk out the door and be like, alright, so I went into the wrong building, obviously. Where the fuck is the high school? It says, hey there, new kid, the next semester is about to start. Starting today, this school will be your entire world. Yup. The hell is this, some idea of a joke? So, as you can see, I can move around and look for the door. Better look around the classroom a little bit. Oh, dude, installed. So, there's screws over the windows. In a normal classroom, there would be a window, but it looks like some kind of metal plate has been bolted over it. You know what's freaking cool is that there's a metal plate on a window. And those screws are freaking huge. Like, how the fuck do you manage to put those kind of screws in the door? And on top of that, those are screws from the outside of the windows. Because look, the big side of the screw is on the other side, right? I forget my camera's inverted. So there are some big screws. And the large flat part is on the outside of the wall. Which means the people, I'm not going to spoil it, but the people who built the wall of the windows, the metal plates in front of the windows, threw giant-ass screws in the outside of the building, into the building, and then screwed on the little, whatever those are called, to make sure it's locked on tightly. If you had you would need a giant wrench for that too. Alright, so what might have happened was I got myself so wound out I passed out in the main hall, and then someone carried me here? If that's true, that means this is the classroom inside Hope's Peak, but if that's true, that raises more questions. This is all really strange. I mean, those metal plates covering the windows, it's like a prison or something. None of this makes any sense. I should probably head back to the main hall. It's already past the meeting time. There might be other students there now. Alright. So we're going to go out here. You guys are going to get to see how this game plays a little bit. Geez, the hallway is kind of weird too. This is getting stranger by the second. I honestly have no idea what's going on. Well, for now, I'll just head to the main hall. Use the left stick to move throughout the hallway and use the circle button to run. And then you could use the map by pressing the triangle button. Okay. So I just want to throw this out here. This is a really poorly built school. So, let's just say, I mean, this is the school, right? This is actually Hope's Peak Academy. But it's been rearranged a little bit. How are there only like 6 classes in here? Like, I watched Danganronpa 3. I know what Hope's Peak Academy looked like before, you know, the Ultimate Despair thing happened. Like, what is up with like 3 classrooms? And like this is an AV room. Like, with a giant radio sticker on the side of it. And like, I just gotta say, like, this is weird.
Whoa, hey! Another new kid?
Oh, there we go. Alright, so we have actual dialogue.
Huh? Then you guys are all...
Yeah, we're all new here. Today's supposed to be our first day of class.
So, counting him, that makes 15. Seems like a good cutoff point, but I wonder if this is everyone.
Standing before me were the ultimate students that had been handpicked by the school. Well, for those of you who watch anime, you should know many of the voice actors in this video game right here. There are quite a few really good ones. I looked around at everyone who gathered there, taking in their faces one at a time. Maybe I was just imagining it, but I swear I could feel a kind of aura coming from each of them. An aura. An fucking aura. How's it going? My name is Makoto Naegi. I know, I switched the voice. I probably shouldn't do that. Sorry I'm late. A bunch of stuff happened, and then all of a sudden I was just asleep. So I'm giving the main character a generic white girl voice because obviously this main character just said that he likes everything that is just generic. So like, obviously it's got to be the Starbucks and coffee and all of that good stuff. Like, where's my pumpkin spice latte? I am Makoto Naegi. So this guy is pretty dope. Whoa, you too? Now, Celeste is a great character. I like her a lot. She's a fantastic character, and I love her. I love her outfit, and her hair is pretty immaculate as well. She's absolutely terrific. Things just keep getting curiouser and curiouser. So strange. I declare beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is a strange situation indeed. Like, what are you guys talking about? I have no idea what's going on right now. Just a moment. There's something else we must address. Makoto, your tardiness is unacceptable. Surely you are aware that the meeting was about to start at 8 a.m. sharp. I don't remember who's speaking, but to be late on your... Oh, wait, no, that's the same person. To be late on your first day is unspeakable. I must report you, and you must accept your due punishment.
What?
What's your problem? It's not like he wanted to be here late. He didn't have any control over it.
That's right.
That's right, guys. Everyone just calm down. Listen, why don't we all go around and introduce ourselves?
Huh?
What the hell? Nobody got time for friggin' introductions. Maybe, it might be a good idea to at least find out who we all are before digging into bigger problems here. I mean, how are we supposed to talk to each other if we don't even know each other's names?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a good point. So, let's get introductions out of the way, and then we can move on to something or whatever else. Sounds good? Like, I'm totally lost, but I think it's best to just focus on getting to know each other for now. So I guess there's a good chance that as I'm gonna get. I already looked everyone up on Hope's Peak Academy thread online. I totally stalked them, but I don't really know what kind of people they actually are. They didn't have people stalking every single one of them 24/7 like I would, so I'm about to find out. I'll start by talking to those 5 over there. Okay, so we're gonna start with Ishimaru.
I'm Yotaka Ishimaru. I believe in bold simplicity. Let's work together on our educational crusade.
I hope you guys get that. What I'm trying to do. So, open help, open transcript, reaction, open handbook menu. I can't do that yet. I think I need to turn down, I need to turn off this background music because it's kind of getting in the way. But there's the ultimate moral compass, Kiyota Takamaru. So this is Kiyotaka. According to what I saw about him on that thread, okay. He went to a famous private school and won top honor every year. He's basically a flawless honor student. He's also known for the work he's done with his community's public morals committee. They say he respects rules above all else, earning him the title of the ultimate moral compass. Anyway, you can call me Taka! You said your name was Makoto Naegi, correct? That's a fantastic name, a strong name, and a powerful one. You should thank your parents for giving you such an excellent Nomar.
You hear me?
And to keep that name from losing its value, you must devote yourself every single day. Life is worth putting every ounce of effort into it. Right! This guy is like totally annoying. Okay, so I can't open the thing, and right now the volume of the music is kind of killing me. I'm gonna have to turn it off, the background music, because it's kind of unnecessary. So that way you can hear all the voices, so that I don't have to do them when it's unnecessary. I know it's been 39 minutes, but this is gonna be a pretty long game, guys. Especially since I put everything on hard, it's gonna be a little ridiculous. As much as I remember of this game, there are gonna be very specific points. So this character right here is amazing. Toko Fukawa. She's also in Ultra Despair Girls, which is a phenomenal video game, by the way. Not quite the same. I really like the atmosphere of this game, but so if you missed that, it's Toko Fukawa. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. The ultimate writing prodigy. So she's kind of like me, except she's like 100 billion times more timid and crazy. Crazy. Yeah, she wrote a novel when she was 10 and got everyone talking and launched her literary career. That's actually pretty mad decent. I wish I could do that. Then, 2 years ago, she released So Lingers the Ocean, a love story said to be her masterpiece. The book was such a hit with women that Fisherman quickly got shot to the top of every hottest man poll. Despite her age, she won countless literary prizes, and all of her books were instant bestsellers, which is why she's come to known as the ultimate writing prodigy. What else would you call such a young and talented author? But I figured she was a lovey-dovey type, what with all her masterpiece being a romance and all?
What's your problem?
What? It's not polite to stare, you know? Stop staring at me, you filthy creature! Um, like what? What did you just call me? You know, I know what you just thought. You just thought you've never seen such an ugly woman. Just thought it was so funny. Like, no, that's not what I was thinking. Don't bother lying to me, bitch! I know it's true. Otherwise, I know you can't stand looking at me. Or whatever. I don't even really care. I'm used to it by now. Wow, talk about inferiority complex. I was way off about a successful author would be like. Goddamn, my thing still doesn't work. I'm sorry if the planes are killing my audio, but there are planes here, so that's just gonna be how that is.
Hi, I'm Sayaka Mizono. I look forward to getting to know you.
And there's the ultimate pop star, the generic love interest. Looking good. The way she moves is mesmerizing. Like, oh man. And that pleasant scent, I just can't quite place. Sayaka Mizuno? When I saw her name in the thread online, frankly, I was super surprised. She's in a pop group famous for, oh my god, okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Me and Voices isn't the best thing in the entire world. It kind of tends to have some really odd things about it. But, in fact, she's their lead singer. She's the ultimate pop sensation, and she's in high demand to appear on TV and magazines everywhere. But actually, that's not the only reason I was surprised that she found out that she'd be going to this school. I'm sure she doesn't remember me, but, like, I had the hots for her in middle school. I mean, no matter how you slice it, she's just super totes hot. And like a doll. Gotta love Index's voice actress for Sayaka. I'm not a doll, you know. I'm alive. What? Do you have like psychic powers or something? Yes. Oh. That's totes cool, man. I'm just kidding. I just have really good intuition. She's like totes sharp.
Hey,
So, like, by any chance... Like what? Alright, come on. Yeah, it must be. I'm like totes sure of it. Hey, Makoto, did...
Just hold on.
You guys! How long do you plan to waste on our valuable time with this ridiculous back and forth? Sorry, I just got carried away.
You hear me?
Self-introductions are for introducing yourself, not for idle chit-chat, you bunch of pansies! You're right, I'm sorry.
sorry.
Sorry, Makoto. We can talk about this later. it like Toad sounded like Sayaka had something really important to say, but it's not like we'll ever see each other again. Like she said, we can talk later. Wait a second, that's contradictory.
Yo, the name's Leon Kawada. What's up?
The ultimate baseball star, Leon Kawada. I like Toad to recognize that name. He played for the National High School Champions as the cleanup hitter. He's the ultimate baseball star, and that superb athletic specimen is... you? Wait. For real? Yo, what's wrong? Like, nothing. I was just toad surprised. And I figured you being the ultimate baseball star? So you were totally expecting some kid with a shaved head, buff muscles, and that could kick ass, right? Wait, I never said that you would be bald. No, I was like expecting more of a super sporty looking traditional baseball player that's super totes hot and has the six pack and giant muscles. I mean, I found this article and a picture of you online, and that's how you looked in them. Wait, you found a picture of me playing baseball? For real? I absolutely despise that picture. That's so not cool. It's like, so not cool. I'm like really embarrassed right now. I don't have a choice, okay? Shaving your head is like part of the national championship regulations. But how can I refuse to get my hair cut? And I'm not gonna dye it back to normal either. Anyway, can I be totally honest with you? I don't like baseball, like at all. I've never gone to a single practice. He like never practiced and he still got away with being the team's best star? That's pretty impressive. As soon as I got accepted here, I quit baseball for good. I have my own dream for the future. Like, a dream other than baseball? Like, for real? Well, my only path in life is getting into music. You can feel that quality, star quality aura I have, right? I'm gonna be a singer. All I need is a songwriter and someone on guitar and we're set. This new version of me is gonna be chasing my dream and it's like super cool to the max. Like, did that guy just say super cool to the max? What a fucking nerd. I never imagined to hear that a baseball player would want to go and be a rock star. That's like totes weird.
I am Hifumi Yamada. But if you want to call me by my nickname,
The Alpha and the Omega.
I might.
I apologize again for the quality of the sound in this game. It's pretty terrible, and on top of that, you probably can't hear anything. But I am indeed pausing because these characters are actually saying their lines. That's the main reason why. So, by the way, how much do you know about the world of art? Like today? Well, in that world, I am well known and supremely well regarded as the ultimate fanfic creator. I have once sold 10,000 copies of one of my fan comics at a school festival. The event has passed into legend. Some of them don't get it, of course. Saying I'll be tainted by the event. How stupid can you be? That's like too bad about them, but selling 10,000 copies like that is pretty freaking remarkable.
However,
The words of such idiots mean nothing to me. I'm like the Van Gogh, utterly unappreciated in my time. I'm a soldier, serving day and night to destroy all mindless preconceptions about fanfics. Like, I'm sure you, Mr. Naegi, can be one that I can pair with Byakuya. Pardon, my bad. Like, that story would have the most deep meaning, and I just feel like you and Byakuya, you would make the perfect couple. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, indeed.
It's about embracing our basest urges. I don't get it. Now talk to these 5 people over here. So we've got the lovely Chihiro Fujisaki.
I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
The ultimate programmer. Chihiro is fantastic. I absolutely love him. Sorry, I get kind of embarrassed whenever I introduce myself like this. Anyway, I hope we can get along. Same here. Like, nice to meet ya.
Huh?
What? I don't understand you. Maybe it's like my imagination, but have we met before? I totally don't think so. I'm pretty sure we met for the first time, which is why I said, nice to meet ya. Duh! What are you, fucking stupid? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Good point. You don't, have to apologize for that. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, baby. So, Chihiro Fujisaki is known for, the cutting-edge programs she's created. She's the ultimate programmer. She's also got that timid little bunny type thing going on, which is totes hot. Hey, listen. I'm like that little blue thing from Zelda.
I'm sorry.
I'm fucking sorry. What are you apologizing for? Well, 'cause you seem upset, and you're mad about me, right? Not at all. I just was lost in thought about something. That's all. Way to put yourself first, fucking Chihiro. What? Lost in thought? That never happens. Yeah, it has nothing to do with me being upset or anything. I totally promise. Totally nothing. Oh, that's good. I was afraid you didn't like me. I'm so fucking happy. Yeah, she's totes adorbs. Can I totes ask your name?
My name is Kyoko Kirigiri.
And Kyoko, being the ultimate triple question mark is awesome. Being the ultimate the Riddler, I mean, triple question mark is pretty impressive. She's totally quiet as fuck, right? Why doesn't she just talk to me? God damn it! But her name didn't even show up in Hope Academy's thread. That's totes weird. I totally wasn't able to stalk this bitch. And I did see there were students like me, ones that didn't really have any identity or presence. Could this girl actually be totes unimpressive? So what are you even doing here? What the fuck is that supposed to even mean? No, hold up. Just getting invited means you have some sort of ultimate talent or something, right? So what ultimate something are you?
That doesn't matter.
Why should I tell you anything at all? Why'd you just say, bitch? Well, I guess you don't have to tell me. It's totally fine. No, I don't have to tell you. So I'm not going to, you piece of crap. You are worthless, like the dirt beneath my shoes. So, this bitch is totally, not attractive in terms of personality. But in terms of physical appearance, unfortunately, she's like super cute. Her face is like an iron mask, like fucking Iron Man, but like without any of the actual iron or charisma or personality or intellect or anything.
Hi, I'm Junko Enishima, and I'm sure.
Like anybody would recognize this hot stuff. How come everyone here is like so attractive, but she's like the most attractive? She's got more charm and presence than any high school girl in the fucking country. Probably the world, actually, just throwing it out there. She's the ultimate fashionista. I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but like, I feel like she doesn't quite match up in reality. The fuck? You talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, they totally photoshopped it. Duh. That's how that works. So, they touched you up? Yeah. Like, you know, edited to hell and back with, like, computers and junk. So, they aren't really real. I mean, come on, don't act surprised. You're really gonna make me all depressed. Are you saying I'm not as hot as those photoshopped pieces of crap? God. You'd be totally blown away by the dangerous little diva of ours. The way that they make the eyes and junk super big, and they tweak the skin and make it crematic and porcelain it. So, like, they touched up your boobs. So many dreams are getting crushed today. Man, that was a perfect line to come after that. Alright.
Nice to fucking meet you.
Damn straight, fuck yeah! Want to talk about fuck. About stuff like that, man. This dude, it's impressive. Like Mondo Awada, huh? Which means he's totally like a super hot biker gang leader. He's like the leader of the largest biker gang in all of the country. He's earned the respect and awe of like every gang in the country, even the world. He's like the ultimate biker gang leader. It's like a toad's nice to meet ya, hot stuff. Fuck yeah! Damn right. I like Toads better be careful around this guy, cause like one wrong word and I could wake up at the bottom of like the sea or the bottom of like his covers. I mean, what? Then here's my probably third favorite character.
I'm Aoi Asahina, but my friends just call me Hina.
Sup. Hina is brilliant. She's, I believe, my third favorite character. Let me just run down the list. In the first one, she's like number 15 on my actual list because Danganronpa 2 was amazing. We'll get there eventually. I know this is taking a while, but I thought I'd make it interesting. Like, Oya Asahina, she's been breaking records in every single competition since she was like a toddler. She would have been chosen for the upcoming Olympic cadet. She is, without a doubt, the ultimate swimming pro. The combination of her likability, appearance, and proportions has been widely discussed online. Like, I've totally stalked her enough to know her measurements. So, like, what's your name again? Sorry, totes forgot. It's like Makoto Naegi. Oh yeah, I totally know about that. You're that one dude that did something once, I promise. Like, no, it's not something like that. It, like, is that. Sure, whatever. I'll hammer it into my brain right now. Like, what are you doing? Hey, if you want to remember someone's name, you have to hit the fuck out of your head, like, fuck tons of times, obviously. I, like, never heard of that before in my life. By the way, how do you spell your last name? You spell it exactly how it, like, sounds. Well, I got no fucking clue. I'll just figure it out later and write it down. Anyway, nice to meet ya. Like, totes. One thing I learned is she's totally easygoing and bursting with energy. The 4 over there are the only ones left.
I do not think we have been introduced. I'm Celestia.
Again, my apologies for the lack of sound. Celestia Ludena? Ludenberg. 'Tis my name. But if you don't mind, I would prefer you just call me by my first name, which is Celeste. Like, you're like totes actually Japanese, right? Well, of course. Why would you ask such a stupid question? I like... If you don't mind, can you tell me, like, your real name? I don't know what you're talking about. Celestia Ludenberg is my real name. But as I mentioned, I would much rather you just call me Celeste. She's like totes polite, but like totes forceful at the same time. She's like totally actually a undercover sadist. It's kinda grossing me out, but turning me on at the same time. The self-styled Celestia Ludenberg, she's the ultimate gambler who's never lost a bet. Other than her obvious love of gothic Lolita clothes, which is totes hot fashion by the way, everything about her is wrapped in a vial of lies. Yes, vial, not veil. They say she entered and won an underground gambling tournament, and she is now the queen of liars. She's totally cleaned out all the other players, taking even their life savings and laughing as she did it. She's an absolute sadist. I totally look forward to knowing you better, sir. Heh. That smile is like totes beyond deceptive. I'd better watch out around her.
I'm Yasuhiro Hagakure. Hero for short. Take it easy, yeah? I know I will.
The ultimate clairvoyant, who gets it right like 30% of the time. Like, Yasuhiro is like a supernova in the psychic community. Honestly, I don't really get all the fortune-telling garbage, but it's pretty much beyond me. Yo, okay, man, I give up. My dude, listen. Like, what happened?
Serious.
Like, I totally saw it. I looked right at it, seriously, I totally saw it! Like, saw what? A guardian angel with a crazy perm chasing after Bigfoot, running off with a skyfish in its mouth. Like, what? Nah, man, I'm just messing with you, my homie. But hey, want to have some brewskis sometime and get real dip into Lemuria and its civilization? Like, we're in high school? I know I drink all the time, but we're not technically supposed to, like, do that.
You know?
Oh. Well, I'm actually 21. I've been held back a few times. It's a long story. Like, a few times? I bet that, like, is totally way longer than I have my attention span for. Then we have the great one, dude. Okay, my game's glitching out. The ultimate prodigy. Or progeny? I think that's what that said. Oh, like, totes nice to meet ya. That's like the most half-assed introduction I've ever heard. But there isn't anything I can do about it. Even among ultimate students, this one's like totes special. He's the heir to a parent family massive financial conglomerate. He's like started managing business operations, and his own personal assets are, well, vast. His title of the ultimate affluent prodigy is completely accurate at the definition of exceptional. And it's like everything I learned about him when I stalked him online.
Come on.
Enough with the introductions, right? How much longer are you going to stand there and gawk at me? I know I am beautiful. Go away, you sick, tired little mutt. Like, his aura says, like, you and I will never stand on, like, the same level, like a king in training. He's, like, a total asshole, and while that is kind of hot, it's also kind of not. The ultimate martial artist, Sakura Ogami. Oh, jeez. I, like, totes asked her if she was a guy. The day I say something like that out loud is the day I get turned into a human meatball. But now I remember, she completed a martial arts tournament in America and won, despite being a girl. She's like the ultimate martial artist. She's fought in over 400 total matches and never lost a single one. She's like the ultimate definition of a badass. Some people call her ogre, even though some even think she's the closest known relative of the primates. The famed missing link. Any incoming HopeSpeak students who are reading this, let me warn you right now, if you value your life, avoid her at all costs. Standing in front of her now, I don't think they were exaggerating about that. Hey, you. Like, moi? No. No. I don't know if I'm sorry. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? I just... Like, what happened to your accent? Muscular quality and quantity is right around that of an extremely ordinary high school student. What a shame you're not fit to act as my training partner. I, don't think that's a shame at all. I'm kind of scared of you, to be honest. I mean that they're all ultimate. They each have their own individual sort of, something. Okay, time to get down to business. There's no time to stand around and make friends like a bunch of dull-eyed baboons, you pieces of shit. Oh, like that's true, I guess. I think someone said something about bigger problems or something. What was that about? Well, you see, Makoto, you just said a bunch of stuff happened and then you were just asleep, right? Well, the same is true for the rest of us. Like, what? Totes, for real?
Seriously?
Yeah. Just after each of us got in the main hall, we lost consciousness. And when we came to, we were somewhere here in the school. That's just what happened to you, right? But that's like totes weird. Like, every one of us would get knocked out like that, and I don't think there's enough, like, classrooms in this school that actually hold all of us. I'm just saying, from what I've seen, there's only, like, 3 actual classrooms. So did anyone actually, like, see me passed out? Because then I can just, like, totes prove where I was. Exactly, man! We're all freaking the fuck out, man! And that's not the only thing! You saw where the windows in the classrooms in the hallway were, right? Instead of normal glass windows, there were a bunch of big metal plates! What was that about? I like, totally all of my stuff's missing, and even my cell phone. Yeah, you're right. I haven't even seen my PDA anywhere either. Then, there's the main hall here. The front exit is completely blocked by some giant metal hatch. But there wasn't anything like that when I first got here. What the heck? What's it doing here? Maybe we got kind of caught up in, like, you know, like a crime or something. Like a kidnapping? Fucking for real? You think maybe someone grabbed us and hauled us out and we're not actually at school?
Hey, come on.
Yo, come on, man. Don't even think like that. Cheer the fuck up, man. I bet this isn't even part of the school's orientation procedure. Like, that's gotta be it. I'm just gonna take it easy. Okay. So you think they wanted to do something to surprise us?
What the hell?
What the fuck, man? Well, if that's it, it's gonna be nap time for me. I was up way too late last night, and I could just use a little shut-eye. I could, like, totally feel everyone's tension evaporating, but then it began.
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well.
The voice, like, totally seemed out of place. It was so playful and completely unconcerned. I couldn't help but feel a deep, unnerving dread at the sound of it. It was like hearing someone laugh at the scene of an accident.
To all incoming students, I would like to begin the end ceremony at right now. Please make your way to the gymnasium at your earliest convenience. That's all. I'll be waiting.
Hoo hoo hoo. What was that? If you'll excuse me, I have more important things to attend to. Wait, what the fuck? Are you just gonna take off like that? Yo, I get it. The whole thing was just get us pumped up for the entrance ceremony. Man, thank God it was all a joke. I'd totally be freaked out if this was real. Yo, I guess I'll head out too. Wonder what they got planned for the rest of us. Damn. I was totally looking forward to that nap too. Why'd they have to go and kill the mood? Wait for me. I'm gonna go with you. Well, that's it then. I will see you all there.
Anyway.
Not that anyone cares, but I'm going to. Like, everyone took off, and I was just frozen because I knew something was wrong. I couldn't get it out of my mind. And it looked like I wasn't the only one. Something feels off.
This is bad.
That announcement was like totes weird.
However,
Maybe. But just staying put doesn't mean we'll be safe. Besides, aren't you guys going to be a little bit curious to find out what's going on around here? I see. If we don't move forward, we learn nothing. The only choice is to push ahead. Like, I guess she's, like, totes right, but, like, fuck, man. I'm kinda, like, really nervous. And we don't have a choice, so I guess we'll have to go. They totes said to go to the gym, right? Let's go. Well, that's about all the time we have for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the introduction to Danganronpa. I hope you guys leave that thumbs up button. Click that big thumbs up, that like button down below for me. Leave a comment. Ask me what you think. Perhaps maybe better voices, or I know just refrain from asking me to get better video quality, because I'm apologizing for that as we speak. It just is. There's nothing I can do about it right now. So until I can do something about it, you're just going to have to put up with it. Maybe I'll re-record these episodes later on after I get some actual quality streaming device. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the series, and I hope you guys will return. I was Grandmaster Shaymin, and we'll see you all next time.